Well, thank you so much, guys. Paddy, you came back here and said easy. Was that the easiest night in the office you were expecting?
I'll be honest, no. You know what I mean? Like, Bobby's a very good fighter. I thought it was going to be a lot tougher than that, but I told you all. You know what I mean? People are like, oh, he's going to be shooting in. He's going to be trying to get him down constantly. Who shot in? Wasn't me. He shot in on me, and I submitted him. Like, I knew I could. You know what I mean? First person in the UFC to submit Bobby Green, and that's like his 25th UFC fight or something like that. Even Islam couldn't do that, but, you know, people are going to keep underestimating me. People are going to move the goalposts now and say, oh, Bobby was finished, Bobby's this, Bobby's that. Where last week it was, Bobby's going to beat Paddy up, Bobby's going to do this to him, he's going to do that, he's going to dog walk him. What happened? What happened?
Talk to me about the matchup on the feet. Obviously, you were very comfortable there, and it seemed like you were able to use your length to your advantage as well. Did you feel like that was throwing him off a bit?
Yeah, as I said in interviews before, and I'm going to use my range. I'm going to try and keep him on the end of my kicks. And I'll be honest, I was planning on throwing a lot more kicks than I did. You know what I mean? But I ended up catching him with a few leg kicks, and then I think he ended up trying to take me down off a leg kick. I think I leg kicked him, and he half tried to catch it, and then he tried to take me down, and from that, wrapped the guillotine up, and then he popped his head out, and I knew I had the triangle. Triangle's a submission that I love. I love me triangles, you know what I mean? As soon as I had that position, I was right by my corner, and my coach Paul was screaming at me, get the arm across, get the arm across. And this camp, I've focused on arm bars, but I'll be honest, we were doing it from like being in mount or on the back at the end of the round, going for it at the end of the round, and it was just there, you know what I mean? I'll be honest, I thought that he was unconscious, but where the ref never stopped it, I took his arm, you know what I mean? And I'm sorry if I broke his arm. Sorry, Bobby, you know what I mean, if I broke his arm. But we're in a fight and I just had to take it. But I did think he was unconscious. The ref was a little bit slow there.
That's really interesting. We'll have to watch that back and see. I thought it was curious that you guys were talking to each other quite a bit before the fight started, and then at the beginning of the first round, what were you saying to each other?
No, I can't even, he said something to me, like, he said something, and I just said something back, and then we were saying, what, saying what at each other. And I just thought, yo, you're getting the fingers now, you know what I mean? Give him the fingers. And then we were just saying things back and forth. And as I say, I respect Bobby, you know what I mean? Like, it wasn't personal with him. It was just, we're in a fight, you know what I mean? Like, that was his 50th professional fight. Anyone that hasn't got respect for him doesn't know what they're doing.
No, absolutely. You walked out a little after 4:30 in the morning here, local time, and you brought the crowd to life here. They were on their feet. They absolutely loved that moment. Did you love it as much as everyone in this arena did?
Yeah, I've got goosebumps. Got goosebumps thinking about it. But as I say, people kept asking me in the build-up to this, oh, have you been getting up at 2 in the morning to train at 4:30, 4 in the morning? No. No. I was training at the normal time, like I always do. And I said, do you think, like, I'll be honest, when I was in the changing room, I was a little bit tired, like, eyes are getting a bit heavy. But I said the whole camp, when I walk out to that crowd and I feel that adrenaline and the crowd singing Paddy the Baddie and the music comes on, that'll all go away. And it did, you know what I mean? As soon as I walked out into that crowd, I was like, we're back, you know what I mean? And, oh, goosebumps, absolute goosebumps.
Well, the good news is that you could probably start going out in a couple of hours now that you're awake because, you know, it's the early morning hours here. But, Paddy, you had a call out. I thought it was really smart that you had a name at the tip of your tongue. Why Renato Moicano?
The funny thing is, I'll be honest, before this Bobby Green fight got made, me and Renato were speaking about each other on Twitter and stuff like that. We were saying, oh, yeah, he said, I'll fight Paddy, and I said, I'll fight Renato. So I'll be honest, I thought that I'd end up fighting Renato. Obviously, I'd rather jump straight to number 10 in the rankings than jump to 15. But now I'm ranked 15. A lot of people up front of me in the rankings can't really say no. The only thing about Renato now is he's got a fight. You know what I mean? He's fighting BSD in Paris. You never know. Might end up going out there. Might end up being sat cage hard for that. We'll see what happens.
Well, we cannot wait. I know you have 2 twin girls that are going to be so excited to see their dad, your beautiful wife. And I do have to commend you. I've never really seen any fighters kind of gyrate in front of Ari Emanuel, but you pulled that one off tonight as well. It was so funny to watch, but congratulations, Paddy. A huge win for you. Guys.